Buongiorno tutti, or good day everybody. My name is Daniel Jolka, a 12-year veteran in the United States Army. I am privileged to sit here today and be able to present myself and talk a little bit about my life story. Many people knows drill sergeants and how hard they are and how tough they can be in new recruits, but not too many stop and think about how that guy is just another man and is just wearing a hat, and is that how he has passed a life of his own, a family, and dreams and goals of his own. So I'm gonna use today one of my experiences as drill sergeant and bring my drill sergeant hat, which is an item that I believe changed my life and taught me a lot, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit. And as well, I'm gonna start by talking to you about who I am, where I came from, my family, how I ended up becoming a drill sergeant, and a little history behind the hat, and also some of my accomplishments and goals. So I was born in Chiclayo, Peru. That's the northwest city of Peru in South America. I am I went to school there, grew up there, and soon after high school, after graduating high school, I moved to the United States where I lived with my dad. After about a year and a half, 2 years after that, I joined the military. I've been in the Army since 2003. And when I first got to Fort Benning, Georgia, where I conducted my basic training, I saw those scary looking guys with those hats, and I never thought in my life I'll ever become one of those guys. I'm married. I have my wife, Stephanie, which is a former sergeant in the United States Army, and two children, Daniel and Sophia. Daniel 8 and Sophia 16 months, and then the love of my life. Um, so during my entire military career, I had a couple deployments: Afghanistan, Iraq, Afghanistan, back and forth. And I never really thought I would be the guy wearing the hat, or the drill sergeant, the scary drill sergeant. But after my first deployment, I was selected by the Army. The DA department selected me to go do the training and actually become one in Fort Benning, Georgia, which I was very scared and very intimidated to go somewhere where I really didn't know anybody. I didn't know what the job was gonna the job is expectations. So excuse me, but it taught me during the 4 years that I was there. I grew up a lot. I matured a lot. I learned a lot of leadership, management, and soldier skills that I thought I already had, but having this job really they put me out there, and I'm glad they did the job. Here's the hat. This is the hat that I used for almost 4 years. It's the first hat I started wearing, and I wore it all the way to the end. I had my ceremonial hats, but this is the one I take the most proud because it's got the most sweat and the hard work. The most of my hard work is put into this hat. A little bit about the hat. It was originally from the campaign of the 1800s, and the army later adopted it in the 1911s for a couple of years. 1942 kind of got rid of it again, and it was later reestablished whenever the drill sergeant program was established, and it was picked, and it was surveyed through the army. It was picked as a symbol for the drill sergeant corps, which until nowadays is still the hat that we use. Um, I'm very proud of this hat. A lot of people ask me sometimes when they come to my house, they wonder if I can put it on and act like a drill sergeant. This is something I do not take as a joke. I take it very serious, and it was a very, very important part of my life. So I tell them, no, this is not a something that I can put in like makeup and act like a clown. This is something important in my life, something that I respect. And I respect a lot because of the accomplishments that I was able to obtain after this. After a lot of hours and a lot of time away from my family, and lucky enough, I was married to a soldier. They understood how the army life work and how that job can be, how hard that job can be. But due to this job, I was able, I believe, to obtain the rank that I have now of sergeant first class, which has given me a lot of comfort in my life, and personal life, and also because some of the other accomplishments are that even though the job was very hard and very time consuming, I was able to maintain my family, and I have a very strong family, a very strong bond with my kids and wife, and I never really thought it would be possible with the job of a drill sergeant, but I was able to do it. So it taught me how to manage my time between being at work and being with my wife, and leaving work at work, and leaving home at home. So those two didn't conflict with each other. Some of my other accomplishments with the as a drill sergeant, now after being a drill sergeant and contacting some of the soldiers that I graduated from basic training and some of the soldiers that I mentor, and some of the things that they were able to accomplish themselves. You know, all the goals that they were able to reach, and all the schools they were able to go to, and the rank they were able to get as quick as some of them did. You know, that makes me really proud. That makes me think that the hard work that I put in and all the long hours and the early mornings paid off. So, you know, for those out there, they get asked the question, hey, how was your time as a drill sergeant? A lot of my friends will say, oh, I hated it. I'll never want to do it again. But I loved it, and I will do it again in a heartbeat. So I want to finish this with saying that it's really hard for me to talk about myself. But I hope that everybody here can observe this video and learn from my good and bad habits, and maybe critique me later on, and share with me some of the things that I did not so good, and maybe I can improve for the future assignments. Thank you.